Mila Elizabeth Sirjaniemi was born on December 11, 1922, in Pitsamo, Finland. She was a child of immigrants and longed for a life beyond the Finnish countryside. At the age of 2, her family moved to Ashtabula, Ohio. Even as a young girl, Mila was striking. She possessed a captivating gaze and had a strong will. She yearned for the glamour of Hollywood. At 17, she set out to pursue her dreams and moved to California with dreams of becoming a star. Life in Hollywood was not easy. Mila worked odd jobs to support herself. She modeled for pinup photos and even worked as a hat check girl at Florentine Gardens, a famous nightclub. All the while, she held on to her ambition. She knew she was destined for something bigger. In 1953, Mila attended a costume party hosted by choreographer Lester Horton. Little did she know, this party would change her life. She decided to dress as a character from Charles Addams cartoons, inspired by a chilling image of a slinky, macabre woman. Mila crafted her costume meticulously. She donned a tight black dress with a plunging neckline. Her waist was cinched to an impossibly small size. Her makeup was ghostly white. Her lips were painted a blood red. Her eyes were accentuated with dramatic lines. She completed the look with long, sharp fingernails. The effect was mesmerizing. The other partygoers were captivated. Mila's creation was both alluring and unsettling. She had unknowingly given birth to Vampria. This was the moment her destiny truly began. Among the guests at the party was Hunt Stromberg Jr., a television producer. He was instantly captivated by Mila's Vampria. He saw the potential for a television show and approached her that very night. Stromberg envisioned a weekly horror show hosted by Mila's Vampira character. The show would air late at night and feature classic horror films. Mila was immediately intrigued. This was the opportunity she had been waiting for. The show, titled The Vampira Show, premiered on KBC-TV in 1954. It was an instant hit. Vampira, with her haunting beauty and morbid humor, became a sensation. She emerged from a fog-filled hallway, her voice a sultry whisper. She introduced horror films with dark, witty commentary. Vampira's look was carefully crafted. Her inspiration came from Charles Addams's cartoons, but Mila brought her own unique vision to the character. Her makeup was inspired by the glamour of old Hollywood. She exaggerated her features to create a more grotesque effect. Her costume was equally important. The tight black dress accentuated her figure. Her high heels added to her imposing stature. She moved with an alluring grace, her movements slow and deliberate. This added to her otherworldly aura. But Vampira was more than just a look. She had a sharp wit and a morbid sense of humor. She reveled in the macabre and often spoke in riddles and double entendres. Her audience was captivated. They had never seen anything quite like her. Mila was dedicated to her craft. She understood the power of the character she had created. She never broke character in public, maintaining the illusion of Vampira at all times. This dedication only added to her mystique. Section 5. Midnight Escapades. Vampira and James Dean's unconventional friendship. Vampira's allure extended beyond the television screen. She became a cult icon. She was a fixture in Hollywood's underground scene. She befriended many celebrities. One of her most notable friendships was with James Dean. Dean was drawn to Vampira's dark glamour. They were often seen together at night. They shared a love for fast cars and living life on the edge. Some speculate their relationship went beyond friendship, but this has never been confirmed. Their friendship was short-lived. Dean died tragically in a car crash in 1955. Vampira was devastated by his death. She continued to speak fondly of him years later. Their friendship remains a captivating footnote in Hollywood history. Section 6. The show's end cancellation and Vampira's lasting presence. Despite its popularity, the Vampira show was canceled in 1955. The show's sponsor, a brewery, pulled out. They were concerned about the show's content. They felt it was too risque for their brand. The cancellation did not diminish Vampira's popularity. She continued to make appearances as her iconic character. She starred in Ed Wood's cult classic Plan 9 from Outer Space in 1959. The film became a cult classic. This further solidified Vampira's status as a horror icon. Even though the Vampira show was short-lived, its impact was significant. It paved the way for future horror hosts. It proved that horror could be entertaining. It could also be campy and fun. Section 7: Life after Vampira Nurmi's later years and enduring influence. After the cancellation of her show, Mila Nurmi continued to make appearances as Vampira. However, she struggled to find lasting success in Hollywood. She felt she had been typecast as the vampiress. This limited her opportunities. Despite the setbacks, Nurmi never abandoned her creativity. She remained a fixture in the underground art scene. She designed and crafted jewelry. She also created macabre art pieces. These reflected her unique sensibility. In the 1980s, she was involved in a legal battle over the rights to the Vampira character. This took a toll on her both financially and emotionally. However, she never lost her fighting spirit. She continued to champion her legacy as the original Queen of the Night. Section 8: The Vampira Legacy, a cultural icon and proto-goth queen. Vampira's impact on popular culture is undeniable. She is credited as being the first horror host. Her influence can be seen in countless television shows, films, and comic books. Characters like Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, and Morticia Addams owe a debt to Vampira's unique brand of macabre glamour. Beyond horror, Vampira's influence extends to the goth subculture. With her pale skin, dark attire, and morbid sense of humor, she is considered a proto-goth icon. Her image continues to inspire musicians, artists, and fashion designers. More than just a character, Vampira represented a rejection of societal norms. She embraced the strange, the dark, and the unconventional. In doing so, she provided a voice for those who felt like outsiders. Her legacy continues to empower those who dare to be different. Section 9: Conclusion. Mila Nurmi, the woman behind the vampire. While Vampira may be her most enduring creation, it is important to remember the woman behind the vampiress Mila Nurmi. She was a talented artist, a visionary performer, and a true original. Despite facing numerous challenges in her life, Nurmi never compromised her vision. She remained true to herself and her unique artistic sensibility. Her determination and resilience continue to inspire those who admire her work. Mila Nurmi passed away on January 10, 2008, at the age of 85. But her legacy as the original Queen of the Night continues to endure. Vampira remains a powerful symbol of female empowerment, gothic glamour, and the enduring appeal of the macabre.